Can you be a probation officer if you have children? In this video, I'm gonna go through probation services, about when you have children, maternity leave, their flexible working, so you don't have to go through and read the policy and procedures. You can just hear it from me, who's been through it myself. I feel like a lot of you who watch my videos are also women, but this does apply to men too. What I want to go through is, people ask me a lot of the time, can I do the probation officer training if I have children? First things first, when I done the training, I didn't have children. Out of 20 of us, there was one person that did. And yes, it is manageable. You are going to have to split your time. You are going to have to be managing your time and make sure that you have childcare so that you can study and also that you can rest. All right, so what about maternity and paternity leave? This might be something you're thinking about for the future. You do get 6 months full pay. Then you get 3 months statutory maternity, which is the government one. And then so that's 9 months you get off. If you want to take a whole year, that last 3 months is unpaid. Compared to other companies, it is a really, really good maternity package. You can also do shared maternity leave. So whatever parent you are watching this, your partner could take shared paternity leave if they work for the organisation as well. If they work for civil service, you can decide what you want to do with your shared paternity and maternity leave. Do you know what shared maternity leave is? Shared maternity just means that they will do half and you will do half, or you can figure it out, they do 3 months, you do 3 months, because maternity leave in this country is still really, really crap for men. 2 weeks. That's not enough. That's putting all the responsibility on the women. Once you are qualified, you can work part-time. You have to put the request in, it has to be authorised, but it's not really going to be declined, is it, if they're a family-friendly employer? So when after maternity leave, I went down to 3 days a week. You can select the days that you want, because it's hard to get childcare and nursery places. You might not always get it, but you can always try. I was also in the tax-free childcare schemes. I don't know the ins and the outs of this, to be honest, but there's some kind of tax relief if you put your money in this government childcare scheme so that you can actually pay for your childcare. But go back to my video about how much probation officers make, because I talk a little bit there about how much your salary is actually impacted when you're working part-time. So I do understand how difficult it can be when you are just reliant on one income, which is why I have said many, many times, get good at saving and get good at investing, because I personally didn't have much financial literacy. I didn't know about investments and things like that. So educate yourself about how you can maximize your money while you are actually working part-time or on maternity leave. And by the way, when I'm talking investments, I'm not meaning day trading, crypto, all that kind of thing. It's more that's safe, that your money is actually growing over the long term. But I'm not a financial expert, it's just what I do. Also, if you are pregnant or are returning from maternity leave, you get 10 days KIT days, that's keeping in touch days, where they are paid, where you can kind of ease yourself gently back in. Also, you do get looked after by your colleagues. If you've got a decent enough manager, they are very, very understanding. You can take, sick leave, like if you've been through morning sickness and all that, or whatever's going on in your pregnancy, do get paid for that as well. And yeah, it's pretty good. So I hope this video helps you plan for your future, or if you're going for this right now, share this video with anyone who it might be helpful for. Don't forget, subscribe, hit that notification bell so that you always know when my videos come out. Can you do the PQIP part-time if you are a mum or a dad? The PQIP trainee scheme is really full on. The fact that you're going to have to train to be a probation officer in a short amount of time, in a couple of months, 15 or 21 months, means it's very, very unlikely that you can do it part-time. You may be able to put a special request in to work shorter days on some weeks, but don't quote me on that. It's always worth having a discussion with your manager, but on the whole, it's not a part-time thing, it's full-time, because there is a strict training schedule and stuff that you need to do to be able to do it. However, they are actually a family-friendly employer. They're not just one that says that, they actually are. So if you need to take time to finish early, as long as you communicate that, as long as you let them know your childcare situation, they are pretty flexible in giving you allowance for childcare issues. You may also be able to work a few additional days from home, as long as it's not on your set training days or days where you've actually got cases in the office or stuff with the PQIP to do.